Hello, Hamilton. Today is Friday, March 27th, and I'm so glad you're tuning in for another story. Since today is Friday, I thought I would mix it up today, and we're actually going to be doing two stories, which means our literacy challenge is going to be combining aspects of both stories, which I think will be pretty cool. So let's see if we can go ahead and get started. The first story we're going to be doing is called Dr. Seuss's Book of Animals. Now, this is a really cool book. It lists all sorts of different animals and kind of goes a little bit silly. But while we're reading this story, I want you thinking, what's a really cool animal that you might want to learn more about? So have that question in your head as we're reading this story. Dr. Seuss's Book of Animals. We see animals all around, in the sky and on the ground. We see a dog, we see a cat, we see fish, thin and fat. Horse, cow, pig, goat, even a crow in hat and cloak. Dr. Seuss stories are so silly. We see birds and we see bees. We see turtles up in trees. That's silly too. An animal with 2 feet, an animal with 4, an animal with 8 feet, an animal with more. Oh my goodness, gotta look at that. So silly. Some have big teeth, some have small, and some do not have teeth at all. That's true about animals. This one has feathers. This one has fuzz. This one is a yuzamatuz. Some animals are shaggy. Some animals are waggy. Some are even ziggy-zaggy. She is pretty cool. This one has stripes. This one has spots. This one has horns. This one has knots. Some live inside, some live out. Some like to smile, some like to pout. This one works hard. This one is lazy, like that lollipop. This one's mother is called Maisie. I think that's Horton. Or Horton's baby, maybe. Some sleep in beds, some sleep in nests. Some are called pets, some are called pests. Hey, that's just like, why do mosquitoes buzz in people's ears? They are pests. Bear and donkey, lion and snail, mouse and monkey, rabbit and whale. Love those rhyming words. Snail, whale. Every day from here to there, animals are everywhere. All right, the end. Now, that book's very true. There are animals everywhere, and we can learn lots about all sorts of different kinds. So, I was asking you as you were reading, what's an animal you'd want to learn more about? I want you to kind of think about that. Maybe it would be an elephant, or a lemur. Or maybe you want to learn more about a lizard, type of a lizard, or an insect, or maybe a type of bird. That'd be really cool to get to learn more about. We're going to get to look at another story here, and this is a nonfiction story. This is called, Does It Always Rain in the Rainforest? Now, this is a question and answer book. If you're in 2nd and 3rd grade, I know you worked on this text organization for nonfiction, right? It's a way that they organize this whole book. It's written by, they write a question, and then underneath, they provide an answer. So it's a way to teach you things about your topic. Our topic is the rainforest, which has lots of animals, and it's filled with all sorts of questions, and then they answer them for you. This is a really cool text organization that we can use. So we're going to get to look just at a couple of examples. And then when we're done, I'm going to talk about how you could take that animal you were thinking of earlier and how maybe you could come up with your own questions, okay? So let's see if we can go ahead and get started. Which animals live in the rainforest? That's the question it asks. Let me read you the answer. About half of all animal species on Earth live in the rainforest. A patch of rainforest measuring 4 square miles contains perhaps 125 different types of mammals, 400 different kinds of birds, 100 different kinds of reptiles, 60 different kinds of amphibians, and about 40,000 different kinds of insects. Nowhere else in the world can you find as many different species of animals as you can in the rainforest. They have a really cool picture of a monkey living in a rainforest too. So that's so cool. See how it asked a question and then we found the answer. Cool way to kind of organize a book. Let's see if we can do another one. Which rainforest animal does not have teeth? Oh, we read in this book, some don't have teeth. The anteater. A long, thin snout holds its sticky pink tongue. The anteater breaks open ant and termite nests with its sharp claws. Then it flicks out its tongue to capture the fleeing insects. So it doesn't have any teeth to chew its food. That's cool. That's not an anteater. That's just another animal they're showing. Let's do one more animal question. Why do bats feed at night? That's a good question. For many reasons. For one thing, it's cooler at night. Scientists think that bats and some other animals that feed at night may prefer cool temperatures. Also at night, fewer animals are competing for the same food. And finally, it's usually easier for bats to escape from predators in the dark than by the light of day. So cool. Asked the question and then came up with the answer. So here's my literacy challenge for you today. Think of that animal you'd want to learn more about. And then I want to see, could you write down maybe 4 or 5 questions about that animal? Now, if it's a question, you're probably trying to think of something you don't know, right? Then maybe with the help of someone in your house, you could try and research to find those answers. Maybe you could type it into Google. You could also go to National Geographic Kids website. They have all sorts of information about all sorts of different types of animals, and see if you can find some of the answers to your questions. Maybe you're an expert on an animal and you know everything there is to know about it. So maybe you just want to write down some questions and some answers about it, just like this. For example, if I know a lot about lions, I might write a question. Which lion hunts for the food, the male lions or the female lions? And then my answer could be the female lions hunt for the food. They hunt in a pack. That would be a really cool way to kind of show what I know. So you kind of have 2 options. You could research answers to questions you don't know, or you could write a question and then write the answer if you already know it. So I hope to see you taking advantage of this challenge. We got to read 2 really cool animal books today. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. I hope that you get to do something fun, that you get to play with your family, that you get to maybe talk to a friend on the phone. That would be a really fun way for you to spend your time. Know that everyone here at Hamilton misses you all so much. We'll be off on Saturday and Sunday for reading these books on Cougar Vision. I hope you're still reading at home though. And we'll be back with a new story on Monday, so make sure you check back in. All right, bye Hamilton. Have a great weekend.